I wish we got to hear a little bit more of that Sonic Mania, but I guess we'll just have to save that for next stream. Hello. Hello, hello, and welcome. Let me just jump right in. Alright, cool. Hi. I have nothing really in the way of announcements or updates or anything of that nature. Because I'm boring. So, why don't we just jump right in? Alright, it's been a little while, actually. Did I last play this on Wednesday? So, hello, good to see ya. I'm trying to rethink, or think of, what we managed to get through. Yeah, we haven't even started the investigation, right? We only got through trial, and we met Gant, who, shudder, is a very intimidating man, so, maybe we'll run into him again, I don't know. But we did find out about the murder over at the police department, right? So I think we should go ahead and start the investigation. Maybe it'll take us in that direction. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more about this mysterious twin murder. Twin as in double, not as in... I mean, maybe Goodman did have a twin, who knows? Mysteries are everywhere. Let's try and dig through them. Goodman. True, it's true. There have to be, I mean, all signs point to two of them. Oh, hi, Emma. Mr. Wright, so... what's going on with the case, anyway? I don't know, dude. I'm a little confused. Huh? Let's see. What is going on? The victim... oh, it's giving us a recap already. I didn't really have to talk about it. Anyway, the victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this "and the evidence room" part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. The game knew we took a break. It does. It kind of does expect you to, like, play a little bit and then sit it down and then pick it up later, because it recaps on its main points, like, hella. Like, almost a little bit too much if you're playing it all consecutively, but it does repeat itself quite a bit. But for the sake of this, I'm kind of glad that it does. Kind of read my mind there. Well, that's what we're gonna try to find out. Oh, or try to at least. Oops, I mixed the two lines. Alright, let's do it. I'm glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Are you a mind reader? Huh? Don't stick your metaphysical fingers in my brain. Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Sure thing, Emma. Science really does await us. At the parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Still a little bit of a... what's the word I'm looking for? This is gonna bother me if I don't figure out. Anomaly. Yes, okay. Yeah! It was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. You keep saying that. That oil drum. Oh, that's right. Was it empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, is brimming with water. Okay, which means that she, you know, premeditated, question mark? My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never! Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. Dude, I told you to quit reading my mind. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? What have you got up your sleeve? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. See? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Yeah, I always come prepared. Pun not intended. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Aw, yeah. Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find us some blood stains. I'm gonna go crazy with this. Really? Nothing? What have we got there? You can't see it, but now you can. Look at that. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this, scientifically? I want to say the amount of blood. Because didn't enough blood drop to, like, get it all over his shoe? Like, he was stepping in it, and they were like... I'd assume that he would bleed out from a stab wound. The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Yes, scientifically, of course. All analysis must be scientific. Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright, unless... I want to say, cause like... no. Okay, I was gonna say like, oh, maybe she just like left the knife in, cause stab wounds bleed most when the object is pulled out, right? But still, it doesn't mean you don't bleed at all. Okay, anyway. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? Okay, she is useful. See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Okay, luminol testing fluid. Solution used for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces. Spray to use. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Skye. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then, let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! What? Oh, hey, it's you. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Starr, what are you doing here? You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Yeah, for real. Anyway, what are you doing here? Just selling your wares? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Starr, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, thank you. It's fun. It's a dynamic that I don't usually dip into. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. Oh, so you lied. So I lied. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. Okay, but even you lying about one detail puts your entire account into question. You realize that, right? If you lie about one thing, you're totally capable of lying about everything. I saw Chief Prosecutor Scott. Fuck. I just tripped over my own words. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. Ugh. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us. But what? Actually, before I talk to her, I'm gonna look at that photograph again. No, not that. This. Yeah? Where's the second one? She took two. Did we only get one? Yeah, it does tell us. It is telling. I think I'm still hung up on the fact that, like, she was just standing there, posing for a picture. Also the gloves and the, okay. It's just very interesting. Oh, wait. Do we see bloodstains on the... No. Okay, interesting. Anyway, let's talk about you. So. Yeah, I lied, but it's the truth this time, trust me. That's most witnesses in Ace Attorney. Every, like, 5th time they have to revise their testimony, this one's the truth. Alright, said that the last 4 times. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Starr? Yes. It was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me... How dramatic. They coughed it up. Coughed it up? They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I can be your angel or your devil. I wouldn't doubt it. She's a very funny character to me. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long, they called me the Kaffa Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. That too. And you were let go? Or fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Do you have something to tell us? This is getting juicy. Are we gossiping? What can I present her with that will make her talk about it? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. That's right, evidence transferal. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Maybe. You buy everything that I have. Give me money. What else do I need to present to you, lady? Do you think you could tell? What do you think about this? Okay, no. But you didn't give me a third text box. So what else am I supposed to present to you? Hello? Hello? Goodman, his ID. I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cough-up queen, right? We found this ID card here in this parking lot. Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's. But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department. That's impossible. I wish I could be so sure. I have a theory. So, there was no body found at the police department. Do you hear the cicadas? If you do, have a little ambiance. If not, I'm just crazy. Anyway, so we found the ID at the parking lot. And the only thing we have to go on regarding the identity of the victim at the police department is Gant's word. So, I feel like he's a trickster and he's lying to us and tripping us up. Maybe that card was planted? Who's to say? Okay, what else can you tell us about? A body with Edgeworth's knife stuck in it was found in Edgeworth's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready? Yeah, she had no murder weapon, but she did have gloves. You want to talk about the King of Prosecutors award? I know how much you love prosecutors. You take a look at this. You said you wanted some hot tea, right? No. You must have to brew the tea a long time to get rich flavor like this. Oh my gosh, she actually served them tea? We pre-infuse the leaves with steam before brewing. I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite! The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time. No such thing. Tea is important. Autopsy report? Take a look at this. Shoot, no! Her default dialogue for presenting those stuff is so long. Okay. What else? The picture? If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room. But even I get flustered sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. She really did scale that fence, huh? Damn, she's athletic. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem. Mister, you lying was the problem. Listen, little girl. Take me seriously. Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. Are you referring to the SL9 incident? The thing that I would like you to talk about now? Emma took the words right out of my mouth. I know. Her, I think she really is a mind reader, huh? That time? Come on. Yes, finally! That incident really opened my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago. It was the biggest case I'd ever handled. What was it about? The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. I love her outfit, by the way. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Oh, executed. It's been nasty. Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? So you're saying he died on no basis for his guilt? On the basis of evidence. Of a sort. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? Oh, that's sketchy. The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. That's ominous. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself, and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Yeah, he was in the little flashback. Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I meant Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. Okay, let's talk about that. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. Oh, so you two are in cahoots. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There are security cameras in each one. There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 had disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie. What? He's not even asking it as a question, he's just saying, what? It seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes. Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? It will restore your HP. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Okay. Received from Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Oh. Bribery with food, huh? Miss Star? Officer Marshall. Is he your... are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. I kind of want to see more scenes of, like, I want more backstory stuff. That sounds fun. Like having a prosecutor, a detective, and a little sister. That's a very odd trio. I'd like to see more of it. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Oh, she's staying here? Thought she would, like, phase out of existence. Has she not yet fulfilled her purpose? Well, despite that, I think we have a certain cowboy to talk to, wherever he may be. Police department? I don't know. Let's just wander around. Okay. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. She's like a kid at an amusement park. Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. She's so giddy. I love people who are passionate about their interests. Oh? And speaking of being passionate about your interests, this guy's got his desk all decked out. What's going on here? I love what you've done with the place. What's with the decor in this place? Very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. So beyond that door is the evidence room. the scene of the crime. It sure seems that way. Oh. Whoa. What's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly. So imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yeah, me too. Let's look at all of this beautiful scene that's before us. It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here. That's true. Might do us some good. Or put it to good use. You know what I mean? There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Is it? It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... Oh... What was that called again? A punchy? A punchy. A pinchy. Oh, I know. A poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. A pucho. A picha. Pichu? That's a Pokemon. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I would think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. Aw. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell, with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. Oh. I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. I think she's a little less green. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Oh, Emma. Got a little poetic there. What is this? Are you gonna tie me up? It's a little fucking trap. I love it. Look, on the floor. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Oh, man. That's funny. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch. I'd say I'd be more of a yarg myself. Well, it wouldn't fall over on you. You would just hurt the poor cactus, so maybe let's not do that. Well, there's nothing else to see there. Oh? Okay. Back to the same place. This place is charged with a frantic energy, as always. Please! What? Huh? Wasn't that... Who? Oh my god, Gumshoe! One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe, how did you know that we had steak in our court record? Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh no, is he gonna cry? It's okay, Gummy. We know where Miss Star is. We can go get you another one. I think I'd heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. Yeah, Gummy. Yeah, that's a nickname they use in game. If you'd believe it. The criminal? You mean? You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yeah. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. They use it most in the Investigations series, the one with Miles Edgeworth. Shooey? I've never heard that before. That's perfect. We can alternate between them. Oh, that's right, another detective was killed at the police department. This is not news to us. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Yeah, there was a suspect, just arrested him in fact. But he never told us who. It's the biggest scandal that hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Okay, bye! Oh, wait, don't leave! If you wanna know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Oh, you got him locked up? Questioning should be over. So I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later! Okay, bye! Interesting. Oh, my memory's flooding back. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation's off to a running start. Should we go down? Should we go down? I'm gonna need a long sip of water before we meet our guy. Alright. Let's go find him. And maybe volume warning, I don't know. Hold on, let me drink some water before we go to the detention center. Alright, had to prepare my throat. Yeah, quick question. Alright, we're using this time as a break time apparently. We'll do that. Alright, cause I know who we're gonna see, so... I'd love stalling this interaction as much as possible. He's not my favorite character in the world. He's endearing, but still. Do you play Apex? I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry. I guess the answer is no. I do not. My scope for games is very small. I am very picky about the kind of games that I play. You prompted me to search it up. Like Apex Legends? Is that what you're referring to? Apex. Is that a mobile phone game? Yeah? Interesting. Interesting. It looks really nice. I don't know. Oh, Battle Royale. Interesting. I'm on the Wikipedia right now. Well, okay, I'll stop stalling, but I do wanna... I'll look into that later. PC and PS4? Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? That makes sense because... I don't own a PS4, so if it came out on that first, I would not have known about its existence. Oh, it's fairly recent. Interesting. Okay, it is on the Switch. Okay. It's an FPS, which is something that I avoid so much because I don't have the dexterity for those kinds of games. Specifically ones that force you into a first-person perspective. I'm so shit at those games. Bad reaction time, I forget the controls, I forget the things that you can do. I'm very bad at it. Especially if it's an online game and you play with other people in real life. Social anxiety skyrocket. So, it's probably why I haven't played it. But it looks nice. Oh, that's nice. That's reassuring. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be a little out of my comfort zone to be quite honest. But as they say, don't knock it till you try it. I don't know. I have a lot of games that I've been meaning to play, or games that people have told me are really good, and I completely trust their judgment. Right? I'm like, yes, of course. I believe I get where you're coming from. It looks really nice, and the way that you're describing it seems really, really fun. But I'm like, I feel like I would suck at it. Or I feel like maybe, to me, sometimes games are more fun to watch than they are to play. Maybe that's a personal opinion. I don't know if that's a widely shared opinion. But I like to be a spectator of those kinds of very action-y, thrilling type games more than I like to play them, because I feel like other people can play them better than me, and that makes for a better experience for me personally. I don't know, just a little tidbit for ya. But thank you for the recommendation. And without further ado, I will stop holding off the inevitable. We're gonna meet one very sporadic police officer. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah. Yes, they did. Best to not go too far down the road with that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Hi! What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. Aw. Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. It's him, it's that guy. Excuse me, but is, Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins! So you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a lost little... I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. Dude. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait. He isn't... Is he? You. Officer Meekins. You didn't... Did you? Can't believe they let this guy into the game. For real. The perpetrator, Officer Meekins, reporting, sir. Oh, poor guy. What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Well, you didn't seem like the type to be capable of murder, but here we are. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Yeah, we assumed so. Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person? What the heck is this guy doing? So, what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red, I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. They dragged your unconscious body here. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand? Just like Miss Sky. The true mark of a murderer. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first. Sorry, I got caught in I'm dying. Tell us how you hurt your hand while I die. Okay. Why don't we just, jump right to the bandaged hand for continuity's sake. About your hand, I'm good. I just, sometimes, you know how you just, like, breathe wrong, or, like, so you just, like, choke on your own breath? I don't know how to describe it, but I'm good. My throat just was fucking with me. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, probably doesn't help that, I'm doing this kooky voice. Don't you think you should just confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were... Huh? Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. Interesting. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention, and alive and well at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger, or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him. That's all you had to say, bud, but thank you for your input. Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. That's one way to put it. With a little bit of a bright side. Can we present anything to you? No, that is for Marshall. ID? Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir, that's it! That's it! I'm so sorry, that's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember. I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir, that's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I better pry into this one a little deeper. Oh? What about the card? What about the card? Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. What's your story? I didn't know oh, God. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me! What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. Oh my god. As annoying as this guy's character, it'd be a million times better if he didn't make that stupid noise every 5 seconds. I agree. And also, sir, reading it's not that bad. Saying it and hearing it, I'm sure it gets grating. What happened then? Well, I mean, even though his character is pretty annoying, it's slightly endearing with the fact that, like, he has good intentions. And I feel like he is innocent. My eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest. I can kind of assume that, what, he was the only person on the scene? So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? No, that's reasonable. Feel free to hate him. He is a fictional character after all. Let's look at what we know. Okay, what do we know? Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. Yeah. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, what are you saying, he wasn't even dead to begin with? We don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No, but the videotape is quite clear. The videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge, I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. Look at this fun home video, fun for the whole family, family-friendly content, this videotape. Goodbye, Meekins. Where do we go from here? Okay. Would it be in the evidence room? Guard station? Where have we not gone yet? Oh, criminal affairs. What are we gonna see here? Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. Oh, good God. Let me get another drink of water for this also very difficult voice. Hold on. Okay, I'm not ready. But we'll do it anyway. It's the deep voices that get me. Hi, Gant. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there is anything missing. But, sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh ho ho! Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? I'm being sarcastic. Okay. Why are you here? Oh, Edgeworth. Why is he the main topic? Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? You kinda tore him apart earlier. Oh, Worthy? Oh, you know. We're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? Doesn't look good having a top prosecutor in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Yeah, another top prosecutor. So, you know, I'm still a problem to you. Von Karma. A legend he was. Undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. I'm sorry, I fixed it? Like, are you saying that I set him up? I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Hang in there, Edgeworth. It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. There being the prosecutors, I assume? Yeah, Gant, I've been meaning to, ask you about that. We're beginning to assume that, you're a liar. And you've been lying to us. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Rido. I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive. And I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Okay. Yeah, we'll push our luck. ID? I feel like if I present this to him, he's gonna swipe it. We're not supposed to have this. But, hey. I was wondering, did you take a look at this? Sorry, Rido. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one. Guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger. They are seen together quite frequently. Oh! Were you, affiliated any way with this whole award ceremony? I was wondering. Oh, never mind. Okay, what else? Ooh, you know what? Knife. Really? Oh, darn it. He's the one who presented it to court, so... Note? SL9 related stuff? Autopsy? No. Photo? Shoe? Photo? Ugh! Darn it. It's gotta be something. They obviously want us to keep talking to him, right? Oh my god! This is not working out the way I thought. Luminol? Are you interested in scientific investigations? Badge. Fuck. Why is this not working out? Knife? If you didn't like my last knife, would you like a second one? Okay, so maybe it is the autopsy report. What? There's no third... They didn't give me a third text box. Right? No. No, I don't want to do that. Hey there! Let's stop talking to him. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Oh, I'm so dumb! We were supposed to discreetly ask what the chief of detectives was doing. Not Gant. Never mind. Anyway. Well, see over there. That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. Don't get so worked up over it. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Oh, well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? Not important. Didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case. Or just take the report altogether. Can only be submitted to the chief of police. That seems so inefficient. Oh, I lost my, like, what? What could even be important enough to submit a lost item report? Any lost item shouldn't be the chief of police's concern. You should just ask a higher up to keep an eye out for it, yes? No. I'm entrusting this lost item to one individual and one individual only. I should really get back to investigating the department crime scene. Alright. I guess since that's what the game wants me to do, I will do it. Are we gonna see? Are we gonna see? Shoot! Is there something I haven't examined? At the guard station? That's there. Oh, door. He has a bachelor in finding lost items. Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Okay, sorry. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first. Keypad, door. What else? What else could there possibly be? Hat. uh, Okay. Maybe if I move out and then back in. Oh, no, wrong place. Actually, you're the chief of police. Did you see this? Let me save before he potentially takes it from me. But did you see this? Wow, look at his handwriting. Let's do a handwriting analysis. Oh, ID 59 something. 59 something. Very interesting. Wow. You can tell by the strokes how he starts his letters. I think it's fun handwriting analysis. People can think that like your personality can be portrayed by your handwriting. Oh, this one's 5'8", and he messed it up and wrote 5'9". Interesting. He didn't even memorize his own ID. Oh, that's right. I was presenting this to you. You wanna do a handwriting analysis of Bruce Goodman with me, Chief Gant? Ugh, seems he's not in the mood. All right, I'll stop dilly-dallying. Oh, but where to go? Do I examine things? I feel like I already saw all this stuff. Hey guys, what's up? Yeah. Have we seen this before? Answer me. How many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. That's 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. Get glasses, officer. That wasn't a salute. It was an eye test. They make a good pair. I don't think we've seen that before. I think they switched it up. That's still funny, though. Okay. What do I look for? Doors? And it was new? Great. Oh, I love finding little tidbits. The detectives look busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Yeah, no, not really into it. Blue Badger? The Blue Badger's still writhing around today. Are they really gonna do a close-up? I don't need to see this. I don't need this in my life. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. You checked the card swipey thing on the evidence room? I checked the door, but not the card swipey thing. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel like he's gonna do something naughty. Like what? Okay. Well, he's gonna start walking on his own. Back to the guard station. This thing? Do I need to be precise about it? This thing? This thing? Doesn't matter. Cameras? Button? Shoot. Things? Things? Ah. This is frustrating. Where have we not been yet? I don't think there's anything for us here. Underground parking lot? Are we not done talking to you? Since that's a smart line of thought. I feel like we should have been able to get in using Goodman's ID. Unless, maybe since he's dead, it wouldn't have worked anyway. Like they canceled it? I don't know. So... I'm a bit confused, Miss Star. Can you help us? Can you help us? Wait, I can examine this? Hell yeah! Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of a steak frying on the grill. No doubt it's all cold and tough by now. No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart into making this. So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. A little ominous, Phoenix. Okay. I don't think we'd have a reason to use luminol in any of the locations that we've visited. Right? 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 Unless there's blood... Unless there's blood, like, near the guard station or something. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oil drum. So this is the famous oil drum. Well, no time like the present. I'll try to kick it over myself. Yeah! Oh, Emma. That's okay, don't cry. That Lana Sky must be one strong woman. Yeah, for real. She just running on pure adrenaline. That's where we found that note. 221 SL9. The SL9 incident. A case that was due for transferal the day of the murder. And the detective in charge of the case was the victim. I wonder what kind of case this SL9 incident thing was. It's kinda hard to guess just knowing the case number. Well, Miss Star told us about it. Didn't she? Do I need to keep talking to her? There's nothing else there for me to talk about. Hey, look at this. You'll give that to Jake like I asked, won't you? You and Officer Marshall, I already asked this, but... Are you going out? Jake and I are cooperating on an investigation. I literally just told you that, like, what, 20 minutes ago? We're just putting the past to rest. Thank you. Okay, so that was just a rehash of what we already have seen. Did you take a look at this? No, have tea. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Shoe? Did I present this shoe to you? Where did you get this? Never mind. Doesn't work. Not relevant. Doesn't mean a thing. Yeah, I really am wasting time here, huh? Oh. Shoot. No, I don't want to examine anything. I don't think it's going to be useful. I don't think it's going to be useful. Oh, we haven't been in here yet. Edgeworth, are you okay? Are you crying? Do you need anything? Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth is not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. Huh? Guess we'll have to come back. Aw, man. So it's not important. Emma, do you have any ideas for us? I want to talk to you. What to do? Well, where should we begin? Figuratively, you know? Not that we haven't been investigating for an hour now. Oh, well, isn't it obvious? We should begin with that, you know, that thing. The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in two places simultaneously? Oh, well, You see, we should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful here, am I? No, you're being very helpful. I'm using you as I'm bouncing ideas off of you. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, for real. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all those rumors, but I'm going to make it so much worse. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. Yeah. There was that business with him not reading that officer's report. About the killing at the police department, right. Could we talk to Meekins about that? Should we? The chief of police was right about that. But I can't help but think. Someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Yeah, that seems to be like a pretty common sentiment among law enforcement. I feel like Edgeworth is a regularly hated guy, which makes me feel kind of bad. Meekins, do you have anything else for us? I'm a bit lost. Didn't we present, like, everything to him? Crime photo shoot, luminal stake, lost item report. Do you know anything about this? Could you take a look at this? I don't know anything. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth. Passing the buck, Mr. Wright. Takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. I wish I could talk to him about Edgeworth. Like that report that came in. Can you give us the report? Can you be a sneaky and give us the report? I don't know where to go from here. Maybe I should just call it quits and save the confusion for the me of Wednesday. Oh, man. Let me just save real quick anyway. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll just stop right here. Okay. Because my voice is also getting kind of scratchy. Oh, I do want to mention one thing. Was that I was playing around with Nightbot, right? Trying to get that command to work and all that. And I was looking up a bunch of stuff on, like, forums and seeing other people's, like, you know, advice and Reddit posts and questions, answers, everything like that. But I'm still confused. I'm still confused about it. So my idea for it, okay, I'm gonna explain, I'm going to, lay out my whole, like, process of what I was doing. I'm just very bad at explaining things, you see. So, my idea was to have one command for add. I, changed it. So, I changed the word, but right now, none of them work because I was too afraid of messing them up. But my plan was to have one command to add to the counter, which is just like that $ count like you showed me. And then have another command that just displays the number, right? That was our goal. But I can't find a way to separate the two commands. Like, if I wanted the just the display one to be like !wiki. And there would be like, she's searched it up 2 times. Every time I tried it out, I like typed it in my own chat after I was done streaming. And every time I did !wiki, it would still add stuff on as if it was adding to the counter. I don't want !wiki to add anything on. I just want it to display. Me neither. I'm still working on that. Right. But then everything I see tells you to use $count, but like with some other weird code jargon that I don't quite understand, because I don't get programming. But apparently it's Python. So if I just understand Python, maybe that'll work. Or I don't know. That seems like a lot. But another thing that was really getting to me was that what I wanted to happen for !wiki was that it would give you like one of multiple answers, right? You done Python before? only programming I've ever done is like fucking Java for my freshman computer programming class. I've forgotten all of it. I don't know anything. But I wanted exclamation point wiki to give like one of a list of potential answers, right? So maybe it'll say like, you know, she searched it up 2 times. Or then another time we'll say she searched it up 2 times. Wow. Like they'll be different. So it's not just the same statement over and over again. So I figured out how to do that part. I figured out how to get Python to display, like to pick one statement out of a random list. I've figured that out. But I don't know which line of, I don't know. And the second part. I wish I knew the second part. So I need to keep working on that and playing around with that and seeing how to make the display not add. So that was my little adventure a couple days ago. It's really just like scrambling my brain, to be honest with you. Cause I see people, I mean, like, I just don't know, cause programming is very finicky, right? Like, I can't just, like, even though I have that, like, programming to make a list, I can't just go ahead and attach programming to display a number. I have to do it in, like, a specific order, don't I? Because otherwise, it just doesn't know it doesn't recognize it, and then it doesn't work. So I just don't know what order all of the code needs to be in. So I'm figuring that out. Maybe I'll play around with that a little more tomorrow. So yeah, alright. We had an adventure. And I had an adventure in programming. Hopefully on Wednesday we'll make a little more progress and I'll quit putting around. Because I feel like today, at the butt end of the stream, we just looked at some fun dialogue options. And didn't actually do anything. But whatever. It was fun, at least for me. I hope you enjoyed, hope you had fun. Thank you very much for joining. Drink water, stretch, have a snack, sleep well, and I will see you. Have a good one.